In this video I'll demonstrate conducting hymn number 29, A Poor Wayfaring Man of Grief. This is a hymn that many of you probably know about because this was what Joseph Smith asked to be sung in Carthage jail shortly before he was martyred. So many of us associated with Joseph Smith and with his mission and everything that he did in his martyrdom. And it's definitely one that goes right back to the early days of the church, and it's a beautiful message of would we recognize the Saviour if we saw him. And the mood is peacefully, so definitely one that we want to have a nice peaceful movement as we're conducting. It's in 6/8 time, so we've got the 4 different patterns for how we would be conducting it. The speed is 96 to 112 beats a minute, so each of those movements when you're conducting the 6/8 time would be quite quick if you're going to beat every single one. And because we're wanting to have a peaceful mood, you might not want to do one where you're beating all 6 in the bar, because it might not help you to get that peaceful mood and feeling that you're wanting to. But play around with the different ones. There are also 7 verses to this hymn, so at the bottom there are the extra 4 verses. So make sure if you are going to be singing it that you check with the presiding officer, because each verse is quite long, and to have 7 of them it can take a long time. But what often happens is that we'll sing 1, 2 or 3 verses and then go to verse 6 and 7, where it is really bringing the story together and people can see what the hymn is actually all about. So just check how many verses we're going to sing. Should we sing some of the later verses? Just have that conversation before. But anyway, because there are the 4 different options for how to be conducting, I will do 4 verses so that I can demonstrate each one. So a reminder, the different options are you can be doing a 2-beat pattern, and it does have an upbeat, so you do a quick little upbeat and then do your 2 beats, or you could be doing the 2 groups of 3, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or you can beat all 6 beats along the bottom, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or you can do that altered 4-beat pattern, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for each one of those, because of that upbeat, your preparatory beat will take you to the side and you do a quick upbeat and then you'll start whichever pattern you're going to be doing. Just one thing to note, if you are going to do the 2-beat pattern, because if you look at the very last bar, there are the first 3 notes, and then on the 4th beat is when you actually have the last note for the hymn. And so if you're doing one of the beats, one of the patterns where you beat on every bar, on every note, you'll be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go off and end on 5, 6 like that, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you kind of end like that, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you end. But if you're doing the 2-beat pattern, and you 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have to kind of end and close off before you're going to start the next verse. So that might be also, the 2-beat is just very slow, so you might not want to be doing that one. But yeah, play around with each one of them, see which one works for you, which one gets that peaceful feeling that you're wanting to get across in the meeting, and then go with that one. Let's do it.
is the